Hello, I'm Idaho State Representative Heather Scott from District 1, and I wanted to do a brief video on the redistricting in Idaho. And I decided to do it outside so you could see some North Idaho weather and enjoy the snow that we're enjoying up here. So let's talk about redistricting. Every 10 years after the census, they want to make sure the population is the same and all the legislative districts are close, and so they redraw the maps. So the lines of the district you're in are likely going to change for the next May election. And so if, as you remember, there's 35 districts. Those 35 districts will stay. There'll be 35, but the shapes of them will look different. And so I wanted to talk just a little bit about District 1 because I currently represent District 1, and I live on the far end of the county. And so the new map has come up and grabbed my town, Blanchard, out of the county and kind of moved me into a different area. Now, that doesn't mean I still don't represent District 1 in the next upcoming session, which is in January. I still will be voting on behalf of the District 1, Bonner and Boundary County. But on the next ballot, if I choose to run, I will be in a different district, which will not be Bonner and Boundary County. There's a teeny bit of Bonner County, but most of it will be the entire county of Shoshone, Benawa, and Clearwater counties. So it's a completely different district, and Kootenai, parts of Kootenai. I just wanted to share that with you. There's been some confusion that you're not going to be represented in the next legislative session. Yes, you will be. January, February, March, I will be down there voting for District 1, Bonner and Boundary. But come May, things will look really different, and the ballot will show everything. So I want you to know that the courts, this is actually being challenged in the courts. So some people are saying, well, this is gerrymandering, not up here, but they've done this to other areas in the state. And so they're supposed to keep communities together and kind of geographical locations together. That being said, if you'd like to look at that map, you go to legislature.idaho.gov, and there's a button, a red button that says redistricting. Click on that button. This committee's been meeting since September, so you can look at their old notes in that, but there's one of the tabs says adopted plan. And if you look under that adopted plan, you'll see the adopted legislative map, and that is their final map. And if the courts approve that map, that will be the new districts. So I encourage you to look at that. I encourage you to watch the next session come January. It's an election year, so a lot of times they let a good bill go through, or a bill that looks good, to kind of make incumbents look good. But that being said, you really have to look at long-term records to know what your legislators are doing, how they're voting, and are they representing you or the system and the machine. And so I encourage you to do that. And it's always crazy in an election year. But for now, let's focus on the holidays coming up. I hope you have a great Christmas. And if you don't get my newsletters, please sign up at repheatherscott.com. You can go to my website, sign up, and maybe read some of the old newsletters, which I think are critical. A couple of them I would encourage you to read would be the Great Reset and how Idaho is participating, handing over Idaho's sovereignty on a silver platter, part 1 and 2, which I wrote over a year ago, but it's super relevant. And then 110 things you can do. That one should be on there too. So I encourage you to stay involved and have a great Christmas.